What's going on, traders? Johnny here, and in today's video, I'm going to showcase to you the beginnings of making over $300 profit on a single swing trade. Yep, that's right. And I'm going to show you in this video how you guys can do the exact same thing. Now, we aren't up $300 just yet, but we are up over $79 today, guys, by using some simple strategies I'm going to showcase to you in this video. By understanding direction, identifying previous patterns and how they relate to future progress on the company, and identifying key levels like support and resistance, and understanding how it can all lead up to an amazing opportunity cost that you might not be able to pass up on the next time you see a setup like this. Now, for all of you who don't know me, my name's Johnny. I am a day trader and I record myself trading live every morning at market open Monday through Friday. Now, I trade from 30 minutes to an hour with our Learn to Earn team, but I also have some videos on our Investing for Beginners community side of things as well. I've created both communities. Both are very similar and drastically different. You have your day traders and you have your long-term investors, and I've found a way to kind of mix the two into one to give you the ultimate amount of profits throughout the year. Now, I started years ago making 10%, 20% a year in some swing trades like this, but mostly dividend investing and learning how to make monthly income through stocks that paid dividends. Now, since then, 6 years later, I now make anywhere from that same 10 or 20% a year. I can make 10 or 20% a week, a month, and sometimes I could even get up to 40% profits in a single month. Yes, that is crazy. Now, it's not always going to happen. It's not typical for everyone, but again, I've been doing this for a long time. And I want to showcase to you how you can do the same thing. So enough of a little background story about me. Let's get into the real money and real life example, guys. This is happening right now as we speak. This isn't a trade setup I did a month ago. This isn't something that you're watching a year ago. This is something that's happening today, right now, as you're watching. Now, if you're watching this video a day or 2 or 3 days later, this can still be relevant to you as Bitcoin or Mara is related to Bitcoin. And they're correlated to where when Bitcoin goes up, Mara also goes up, vice versa. Now, we had a really weak day for Mara, and Mara, a very weak week, if I could say the least. Ever since July 17th, when it hit those highs of $27, it has been pulling back. And it pulled back very nicely back to those $19.90 levels, which was a 27% decrease in their share price. Imagine waking up and having, $1,000 and it goes down by almost $300 in a week. That's not investing, and that's not what we'd like to do here. So, because that was said, and we track this every day, Mara is one of those companies that we watch every single day, and we noticed, okay, well, it's pulling back. I know this is going to rebound, and not knowing where it was going to rebound was the tricky part, right? But by understanding what key levels, direction, and the ability to, in a way, understand what it's going to do, you can make some money too. So it's been trading in these levels right here, right? Obvious signs of support at about $18, obvious signs of resistance at $22. Well, when it went up to $27, it kind of reset the whole board, and we weren't really sure where this was going to go. If it was going to continue going higher, because in past months, it's been as high as $30 and $34, right? Or was it going to continue to come down? Well, at the bigger picture, you can see this is in a buy zone area. I'd rather buy this company down in this area than way up here in this area. So right off the bat, I'm going to be getting a discount when I buy this company. Now, with that said, we are able to identify what? A sell-off right here. And because this was previous resistance, this was a line I drew very much so a while ago. Okay, this was a line I drew a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, back in June. So this was identifying a $20 resistance level. Well, what does resistance do when it's above? It becomes a strong support. That's exactly what it did. This did not become a strong support. This was not a strong support, but what was? Right here, about 2066. Now it did come down just a little bit lower, but that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So by identifying that it was staying right here and it was consolidating, which means basically you have your 3 stages of reversal. You have the sell-off period, which we call rejection. You have the consolidation period where it basically just kind of trades sideways. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't know whether to go up, doesn't know whether to go down. And then you have your confirmation period where it starts to showcase signs of upward momentum. Now, with that said, I understood, hey, Kay, I'm going to buy at this level. I'm going to buy at $20.50. If it hits that number, great. If it doesn't, well, then that's fine too. So I actually started off by buying about 20 shares. It was early morning on the 25th. I bought, 20 shares, nothing crazy. When I noticed that it got rejected off the 200-day MA line, or actually the 180-day MA line, I adjusted it previously. It got rejected, so I bought a little bit more at 2025, 2028, right in that area. I bought another 20 shares. Okay, so now we're up 40 shares. We got a nice little average price going on. Not bad. And we're going to buy some more. So then we got a better average. And with that said, we were able to go up slightly. And because it did bounce, right, there's this gap right here now, we were able to go up over, what was it, 8%, 6%? 6%, not too bad. So therefore, we were able to buy a few more shares, and it says I have 57 shares. So I ended up buying 17 more shares for a total of 57, and now we're averaging up as this continues to grow. Now I can do two things. I have $1,200 market value, right? We're up $79, almost 80 bucks in a single day on this single swing trade. I can add more to this position as it continues to go up, okay, because we're already up 6%. This has the ability to go up another 6%. It has an ability to go up another 10% or even close to 15% if it stays along with this trend line, continues to showcase upward momentum, signs of direction. It keeps passing these resistance levels, which will create support levels, stair stepping up, making higher highs and higher lows. And also, being able to have an opportunity cost where, okay, I got $1,200 in this company. It goes up even more. We can make more money. Thus, me being able to make over $300 in profit. Now, if you're looking at this video and it's still trading along the 21, 19 to $22 area, even $23 isn't that bad because $23 entry to $26 or $27 can have a 20% profit. That means if you invested $1,000 at this $23 level, then you could make $200 at this $27 level. And it could happen within just a few days, hours, a week or so. But with the way the trend line is going, this happened in 8 days. I can see this going up in about 8 days as well. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight as to exactly how you were able to hopefully make some money by identifying these 4 focuses when trading. Understanding direction and hoping it's in your favor, or knowing, not hoping, but knowing that it's in your favor. Previous patterns, because they can predict sometimes future patterns, and they do tend to repeat themselves. Not always, but they do tend to repeat themselves. 3 is key levels. Where does this company bounce? Where does it have its, floor, its support? Where does it have its top or its ceiling, its resistance? And then finally, opportunity cost. I wouldn't invest $1,000 to make a single buck, but I would invest $1,000 to make $100, $200, $300. And I would imagine you would do the same thing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check out some of my other videos I have. I have a whole playlist on The Learn to Earn lesson library. There's over 10 videos that talk about how you can get started, setting up a brokerage, setting up a WeBull account like the one you saw just now, how you can set up your style of trading and make it look a lot like mine or customize it to make it look like your own, and other videos on trading criterias, traders checklists, and a lot of information that will help you get started learning how to invest in the stock market. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And remember, let's end the year on a green note. Thanks, guys.